4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, that was a good countdown, bro. Sound like you did a Toyota commercial before.
Yeah.
The new Toyota Camry.
My man, all right.
Are you ready?
Yeah, come on.
Look at this skinny ass nigga right here. Look at that. Nigga little as shit, boy.
Yeah, shaped like a tree branch. It's all good.
All right, Cognac Boyz podcast.
Uh-huh.
I want to thank y'all for tuning in tonight, man.
Yep.
Hey, you already know me, comedian Fredo Davis,
Comedian Ron the Don.
and we the Cognac
Hey, you a
Boyz.
comedian too, bro?
Yeah, he do his thing. He do his stuff, does
I ain't never seen you on the stage, bro.
he? He was on tour with me when I was on that little, running for my life
I
tour.
thought you was one of like those comedians that do like corner store shit.
Nah.
He got a family too. That man, the working man, he do the stand up on the side. And
Okay.
Ah, shit! God damn it! He cut the shit!
This nigga the jack of all trades in this motherfucker.
Damn right.
Boy.
You gotta be out here.
Do it all.
Yeah.
Kind of so.
I appreciate
That
all of y'all.
legal liability. That's what we
I
got going
appreciate
on.
you, bro.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, today we got a very special guest, man. Great brother. If you don't know that voice, you know that face from somewhere, but you probably can't tell his face because he got a lot of different characters.
Yeah.
A man of many hats, writer, producer, stand-up comedian, man, family man, great father out there doing this thing, man. Brother that I admire. Honor and the pleasure to have this brother in the studio with us today. Y'all give it up. Show some love for Majah Hype.
How y'all doing?
Right here at the Comedy Hype
How y'all
Studio.
doing?
Hey man, we're gonna get into it. A lot of stuff going on, a lot of great stuff.
It's a pleasure to be here, man. I'm proud of you too. I'm proud of you two brothers, man. I mean, you know, y'all been working on this thing. Y'all got a studio now. I remember when y'all was doing this in the back of the Cadillac.
Hey, it's actually a Kia.
It was a Kia Optima.
We had to get it in how we get it
You know,
in.
growth is everything. You know what I'm saying?
Damn
So,
right.
you know, it's a good. You know, we had a rough 2020, but it's a good year still. You know
Yes,
what I mean?
Rough for some.
That's you know,
Now
not
we-
for some, for all.
Some people was getting
Hey,
it.
we kept
You still got
podcasting.
life,
That.
man. You good?
Hell yeah.
Some folks came up in the pandemic.
Yes, sir.
Scamdemic.
Scamdemic. That's what we're gonna call it, because I came up 20 G's. You hear me?
I know some
You could be unemployed more than one place.
That's
I know some
right.
niggas
But you ain't heard it from me.
in 5 states, man.
Don't worry. After this
Tell
election, they coming for all the motherfuckers who was stealing government money.
SBA
Are you
loans.
serious?
Oh,
Hell yeah, they got a whole
Nah,
task force for
I
it.
got a FIC
They
aid loan.
got an unemployment task force. You brought it out.
Holy shit!
They coming for all you niggas.
Well, I still got my money. Everybody know.
Ohio, they already got a couple people on.
Yeah.
Oh
They
boy.
come
Well, I ain't did nothing wrong with my money. I still got my money.
And then,
Okay,
and then,
well,
and
you
then
can
the
give
niggas
it
that
back.
they
You can
get,
give it back when they get there.
hey, they
I see.
Hey, they be looking all
When
shocked
we
when
get
they
there.
catch him too. They, well, what the fuck I do? You know what you did. Nigga.
Yeah. They got that
You know
dude
what
from
you
Love
did.
and Hip Hop too. They got his ass out of there.
Some dude bought a Lamborghini in Florida. They grabbed his ass up immediately.
Nigga ain't never bought no Giuseppe's. Now he got down.
My shoes cost $2,500.
Nigga got the Giuseppe's with the heel on the front.
I got
It's
some
the
Giuseppe.
scamdemic.
Got them little Lego shoes on.
You know what I'm saying?
Them build a block shoes, man. Why them shoes cost so much?
I do not know, but they are uncomfortable. So you need to get you a Dr. Scholl's insole.
Hey, look.
You are wearing.
I ain't never had a comfortable foreign sneaker in my life.
But you had a comfortable foreign car. Speaking of foreign cars, this nigga got a lot of them.
No, I don't.
He got a Chevette on 22.
Chevette.
Chevette.
Niggas ain't seen the Chevette in so long. The original dope boy car, $500, pair of rims, and some beat. Not a Boyz sound system, some shit you hooked up in the garage. But hey man, it's an honor and pleasure to have you here on the Cognac Boyz,
Thank
man.
you, brother.
Finally, you know
What y'all do here?
Hey man, we do some of everything. Photo shoots, live interviews. This is Comedy Hype. Shout out to my boy Jonathan. Comedy Hype, a multimedia screen for comedy, stand-up, interviews, anything that's going on with comedy. That brother own it. You feel me? So I salute that brother because he gave me a home to come to. Cause I've been running around here with this Cognac Boyz podcast homeless for a while. You know?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I had to shoot in studios to
You're
where.
homosexual, okay.
No, I'm just a homeless podcaster. But now that we got a studio,
It's a homeless podcast.
we paid to play around here, you know what I mean? And we got you in a safe environment, you hear me? You know what I mean?
I don't know.
And we got security outside, so everybody good. We got a good cameraman.
Inside look
They
better
got-
than outside, I'll tell you that much.
Hey,
They
look,
got chickens crossing.
don't
the
judge a
street.
book by its cover. Open it up and read it. Did you almost hit a chicken down the street?
Yeah.
If you saw
The
that,
chicken cross the street like they own the strip.
I know he was like, I know where the fuck this nigga got me
Come
at.
out like, man, if you need to get back a
Why did the chicken cross the road? Because he felt like it.
He didn't want to get
hood.
fried.
It's my hood.
But Brother Majah, man,
Yeah,
you got like, I don't know what number of this tour is, but I know you was touring before you linked up and took me on tour with you. So like,
Yeah.
what number of tours is this for you?
I haven't really been keeping count, but I did 1 year of comedy just strictly on social media, and the following year I started doing stand-up shows and tours and stuff like that. So I would say roughly 8 years, 9 years of touring and just spreading the blessing of and joy of comedy all over the world. You know what I mean?
And you got that gift, brother.
I appreciate it.
Multi-characters and all that good stuff. A lot of people follow you and they see you. Like, I call you the Michael Jackson comedy. I know you're a humble dude. I be like, yo, that shit is crazy because, like, people love you, stop you everywhere on your travels and all that shit, and they want a picture and shit. And you'll stop and take a picture with them. You know what I mean? I be like, yo, I'm late for my flight. Get the fuck out of here.
I mean, you know what? I mean, the blessings that God has bestowed on us is I think that we're obligated for that. You know what I'm saying? I think we're obligated to show our gratitude to our fans. I think we obligated to show, that we are from the community, we are of the community, so we gotta help the community. And I think that's a blessing. And if
Preach.
for me to just walk into an airport and have to take pictures, I don't think that's something that that should feel like it's a job. That's not a job. That's somebody actually telling you that they respect what you do and what you bring to the table. So I mean that's light to me. You know what I'm saying?
Salute.
You got other motherfuckers that'll call you and say, listen, man, I could borrow 10 grand.
10 grand. Ain't $100.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So I feel like that's just the love of it. You know what I mean?
Salute, for sure.
Let the nigga hold something.
Yeah.
Nigga call for 10 grand, boy. We finna fight when I see him. Boy,
Yeah,
why you trying me like that, boy?
10 grand ain't even about fighting for that money no
Be
more.
surprised.
We got an understanding. It's a little dude we took a picture with
The
before the
nerve.
show. Here come see. Where money at?
10 grand.
That nigga like a jack-o'-lantern.
It's always the nigga who you know ain't gonna finna get 10 grand in actual.
It's so funny because so many people tell me like, yo, you don't know how big of a star you are. You don't know, you know what I'm saying, like how big you are in this world. And to me, I think that's something that keeps me grounded. I think that's something that keeps me humble. The fact that I don't want to know that I'm that big, or I don't want to know that I'm a star or whatever the case may be, because that keeps me grounded. You know what I'm saying? When you start feeling like, oh, I'm a superstar, I'm better than this person, I'm better than that person, that's why you have celebrities that are diss their own fans, people who come out and sell out their shows, they dissing them, they want to fight them, they want to do this, they want to do that, and they talk down to people. That's where you start losing the value and the respect of yourself as an individual. So I think that God has gave me that mindset and that mind frame so that I don't lose who I am as an individual.
Yeah, because you gotta be a rapper to do that.
No, you'd be surprised.
Rappers can do that. They
You be
talk
sup-
shit
you
about
be-
their fan base.
Shit, you'd be surprised, man. I mean, when people love you, they love you, right? And I know that before I was fans of certain people, and before meeting them, I was huge fans. And sometimes when you meet the person that you think, you know what I'm saying, like you're a super fan of this person and you meet them and you realize that they're an asshole, that's when you be like, oh man, I wish I never met this nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? He inspired me or she inspired me, and now I think she's he is an asshole. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, you gotta.
They
You know
walk
what I
out
mean?
that cocaine and
Told y'all about that.
Yeah, when they hit the cocaine in front of you, be like, oh shit.
shit. Shit just got real, nigga. Hit that cocaine.
Coke right
So
in
you
front
want an
of
autograph?
you. Real comfortable.
Are you serious about this combination? Yeah. that hurt the most too when you admire somebody and they shit on you, yo.
Yeah,
said Michael Jordan.
That's the worst part. That's
Michael
the worst
Jordan.
part
They
of
said
it.
Michael Jordan be pushing niggas.
Even like right now as a comedian, right? There's comedians, which is hilarious to me that there's comedians that's in this business, that is established in this business, who does not want to acknowledge who Majah Hype is, or they don't want to acknowledge who's the next up to bat, or who's the one coming up. They don't want to acknowledge those things. You know what I'm saying? And to me, like even when we go when we travel, you know what I'm saying? Like we sell out all of the big name places. All of the Comedy Store, the Improvs, the Laugh Factories, we sell out all of these places on a whole weekend. You know what I'm saying? 2 shows a night. We selling them shits out. And then you'll meet somebody who you respect in this business and they'll look at you and be like, so who are you? What's your name?
Yeah.
Like, bro, come on, don't act like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I always tell people all the time that doubt motivates me. You know what I'm saying? That's one of my biggest inspirations. When people doubt you, when people feel like you're not supposed to be where you at, when people make you feel like you're less than them, that's motivation, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because now you saying to yourself like, yo, if you don't know, you gonna know soon.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it makes you put your work ethic even bigger than what it was before. Your consistency get bigger than what it is before. So, I mean, I strive over stuff like that.
I truly understand that, because me, I'm not into the fame. Like a lot of my brothers know, I love what I do, and you know I'm a humble person, I'm cool, and I like to make sure everybody comfortable around me. And I show brothers the way. A lot of times, you know what I mean, I look out for brothers a lot more than they would look out for me. I've been in that situation, but I don't trip, because I love this game. I love
You know,
this
it's so
comedy.
funny that I was working on a song before I got here, right? And the lyrics just came to me. The lyrics of the song came so easily because I lived that. You know what I'm saying? One part of the song says that some people will talk and retract their statement. Everybody's cool with you when it's your turn to have the patience. But God will show you who was in your corner. Your circle will get smaller, and they will show you who's not supposed to cross your border. So at the end of the day, you take everything with stride, and everything is a blessing. A lot of times, you know, friends reveal themselves, business partners reveal themselves, and we look at it as it's not a good thing, but it's actually a really, really good thing, because the more you grow, the more you're gonna outgrow people. You're gonna outgrow people, because people you don't change, people change around you. They don't know how to adapt to your success. They don't know how to move with somebody that's successful. You understand what I'm saying? And they start showing their real colors. They start showing their true colors. I got a lot of people around me that really don't do nothing for me. You know what I'm saying? And I do a lot for them. I put money in their pocket. I give them opportunities. I do all of those things. But I'm not looking for a return, because I'm doing it out of the kindness of my heart. You know what I'm saying? But at times, people will show you who you are, and they will show you who deserves that blessing.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, life is a walk, and it's a journey that you're gonna learn as you continue. You're never gonna get to the point where you've seen it all and learned it all. Something is always gonna come up that is brand new to you, that you have to adjust to, that you're gonna have to, you know what I'm saying, grow with. So at the end of the day, I don't care if you 25 or you 85. You know what I'm saying? You're still gonna be learning. As long as you're breathing air on this earth, you're gonna be learning. So I take everything with stride. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, as you should. Let me tell you, genuine people are few and far in between. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully I said that right.
Yeah, positive people, it ain't gonna be that many of them in your life. You're
Yeah.
gonna get a lot of negativity around you, but positivity comes in quality, not quantity.
Mm-hmm. That's definitely 100%.
And really something you just gotta be. It ain't shit you can say. You know what I mean?
Facts.
And we deal with that, you know what I'm saying? I'm happy you're blessed, brother. You stopped through here, you know what I mean? Take time out from your busy schedule.
100%.
I know I saw your schedule on the board when I stopped past your house the other day and ate with your chef. You had boating. And you know, I knew you was gonna be boating today, but you stopped boating for me, so yeah, I
Yeah,
appreciate
because
you.
I was supposed to be on the water right now, chilling.
And I like that boat. That's a nice boat you got there.
I appreciate you, brother. I mean, you know what? At the end of the day, I just look for things like I never was the type of person that showed off.
Yeah.
Because I know what it feels like to not have. You understand what I'm saying? And I know what it feels like to work hard for what I do have. So I believe that a lot of times you see like people putting up their cars and they put up this house and they put up this watch and all that type of stuff. All of that is cool, depending on how you deal with it.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people is doing it to show off, and there's other people that do it to inspire others. You know what I'm saying? But I just never felt like that was my purpose. You know what I'm saying? I never felt like that was my purpose to go on Instagram and show my fans that, oh, I got a new chain. Oh, I got a watch that costs $10,000. I got a watch that costs $30,000. Oh, I got a boat. I mean, I'll be on my boat and you'll see me on a boat. You know what I'm saying? I'll be on my horses and you'll see me on a horse. Like, if I'm living my life to please me, I don't have to show you that because you're gonna see it regardless. You understand what I'm saying? I don't need to go and make a schedule to say, yo, you know what? I'm gonna go by the stables today to show off these horses. I'm gonna go to the jeweler today to show off I'm buying a new chain. I don't have to do that because I'm living my life for me, and that's what people get misconstrued, and that's where they get distorted at.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can't. You gonna live your life regardless. So you're gonna see me in that house. You're gonna see me in that car. You're gonna see me on that horse. You're gonna see me on that boat. You're gonna see me with my wife. You're gonna see me with my kids. So it's not nothing that I need to show. If I'm helping somebody out, like I told you, like we had the conversation the other day.
Yeah.
If I see a bum on the street and he homeless or he's a drug addict or alcoholic or whatever the case may be, sometimes I'm with people and they'll see, and I'll be like, you know what? Let me get this dude $20. The person that's with me would be like, bro, why you giving him $20? You know he about to go buy some crack with that, or he about to do this with that. That's not my concern. I'm not God. I'm not here to judge nobody. God has blessed me, therefore I'm sharing my blessings with others, right?
Mess up yourself.
So at the end of the day, if he want to take his blessing and buy crack with it, he got to answer to that. Not me. I did my part. You understand what I'm saying? And that's what we always have to understand, that once you do your part, you don't owe nobody no obligation towards anything else. You do your part. You're blessed, and you share those blessings around the people that you love, around the people that you think. Like if you was to call me and say, yo, bro, I need to borrow $5,000. I need a car. If you decide not to buy a car and buy a living room set with it, what is that? That's not my business. Yeah. My business is that you came to me and said you need $5,000. So whatever you do with that $5,000, it don't matter to me. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. People gotta understand what life is about and how we think about how we move when it comes to sharing those blessings. Somebody shared a blessing with me, and that's why I'm where I'm at. You understand what I'm saying? So therefore, I gotta continue to do the same.
Hey, and I love that. I love hearing that coming from somebody very humble and very well spoken of sharing the blessing and the gift. You know what I mean? That's a great brother there, Majah Hype. You know what I mean? Also, you got a big title to share your blessings. The King of Carribean Comedy.
Yeah.
The King. You hear me? Ain't too many people get that title, King. You know, is what a lot of people do, a self-appointment. Is that the word right there?
Self-proclaimed.
Yeah. But they gave it to you.
Yeah.
And you live up to that.
Like I said, that in itself is a blessing. You know what I'm saying? Like I respect the people who were before me. You know what I'm saying? The Caribbean comedy circuit just lost a very big comedian. His name is Springerland. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Dennis Hall, that's his name. He's from Trinidad. He's a comedian, stand-up comedian. He does plays, all that type of stuff, and he just passed away the other day. And I had to really acknowledge that. Whether it got 5 likes or 5,000 likes, I had to acknowledge that man and his work, because without him, would I exist? You understand what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you got to understand how to just give your gratification towards people. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, we are here for a time, and it's not the things that you end up getting along this journey. Buying the big house, buying the fancy cars, having the pretty wife, and all of that stuff is not what's important on this journey. The most important thing on this journey is the legacy that you build for yourself and what you leave on this earth before you leave. You know what I'm saying? What the lives you have changed, the people that you have inspired, the you know what I'm saying? All of those things is what matters before you leave this earth. You understand what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, if I should, God forbid, pass tomorrow or next week, guess what's gonna happen? My assets will be shared up and everybody gonna go their opposite way or their separate way, and that's gonna be the end of it. We see that all the time. True. We see people that their father die and their family fighting over who gets the house, who gets the car, who gets that. We see that all the time. But the legacy that you create for yourself and the people that you have touched on this earth, that will never die. That will never lose. You understand what I'm saying? The work that I put in for my culture and for my people will never, nobody can never come and change that. They can never take that away from me. You understand what I'm saying? Somebody could come and take not even take my place. Somebody could come and extend that journey and create their own legacy as well. But my work that I put in will never be changed. You understand? And that's what's important, and that's what matters.
You do a lot of work. I could say maintaining a lot of different characters on Instagram, where it all started. Correct. Right? You do a lot of different characters, so that's a lot of personalities walking around in your head, brother.
Yeah. Yeah. I got split personality.
There's a lot of good dudes from Ross to what's the rapper?
Mitzi, Bobby Buns, Grandpa
That's a lot
James.
of characters.
Man, when I first started, you know, and it's funny how get that pit bull out of here. It's funny how
everybody turn their goddamn phone.
yeah, right. He the only one with his phone on. It's funny how life sets up for you to follow your destiny. Because honestly, when I first started doing comedy, that wasn't my goal wasn't to create multiple characters and all that stuff. That wasn't my goal. My goal was just to do comedy, to do sketches, to do comedy that related to my culture and stuff like that. It panned out that way because of the journey. I wanted to do videos with people, with other comedians and stuff like that, and nobody wanted to give me that opportunity, that time. Yeah. Or the people who did give me the opportunity couldn't do it right. They couldn't execute the characteristics that I was looking for. So therefore, it led me to do it myself, because I'm a very self-reliant person. I learned to do graphics and flyers by myself. I learned to use Pro Tools by myself. I learned to record myself. I learned to use Final Cut myself. It's because I never wanted to depend on anybody to have me in a position where I gotta wait on somebody or depend on somebody. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? So it led me to create characters, because I didn't want people to get tired of seeing me.
Yeah. And that's a good thing, though.
You
that's a good thing with your characters. You keep the people very entertained.
Yeah, you gotta keep reinventing yourself in this business. Well, it's a very fickle business. People could get tired of stuff quick, so you have to learn to reinvent yourself on a regular basis. You know what I'm saying? Like I always try to create new characters and stuff like that. Like right now, I use the Chinese character. I started buying masks. Because I said, you know what? Me changing these wigs is gonna get old one day as well. So now I gotta step it up. Now I gotta start editing differently. I gotta start showing a whole different face. So now you get the gynecologist, the Chinese gynecologist, where it's a whole new face. You get people like Everett, that's the handyman around the house, that it's a whole new face. You understand what I'm saying? So now you're seeing something totally different.
Don't leave out the white boy.
Oh yeah, you know Timothy and all those people.
Yeah, white boy.
You know what I'm saying? And that's how you gotta reinvent yourself. You know what I'm saying? When you hear the Chinese gynecologist talk about the vagina, You know, you have to make sure your vagina is okay. You cannot just. You have to make sure you clean it. You have to make sure because your pH is, it's going to be patty cake. It's hot. It's no good. You know what I'm saying? So those things, you know what I'm saying? Those things has led me to be creative and challenge myself on a daily basis. I challenge myself, you know what I'm saying? Like creating Iva. Iva is the lady who run the shop in the Caribbean and stuff like that. So, you know what I'm saying? So, and it's things that people relate to on a regular basis. So it challenged me on a daily basis. I challenge myself on a daily basis. I'm not in competition with nobody.
But yourself.
I'm in competition with me.
So do you turn into the characters like when you ain't supposed to turn into them sometimes? Like you might be at the grocery store or something, you just turn into one of your characters.
Nah, I think I got full control of who jumps out.
Or you might be in an argument, you might get into it with your old lady or something, you just turn to one of the characters.
Do I do that, babe? You ever had an argument with Bobby Buns?
Come on.
I mean, it might come out.
I think they're all in you.
Yeah, I think it might come out. I mean, I think it may come out sometime, but you know, you can relate to the difference. You know what I'm saying?
Somebody like Tyler Perry, like every movie he be in, I feel like he's talking like Madea. You know what I'm saying? Like he playing action.
God bless Tyler Perry.
What's going on?
Hey, salute.
Like,
God bless
like,
Tyler Perry. That's a good dude, man. That's a good dude, and I'm so like he's another person that motivates me. You know what I'm saying? Like my motivation came from Eddie Murphy and people like that, you know what I'm saying? Red Fox and Richard Pryor, but also seeing people like Tyler Perry that is setting different tones and standards within our entertainment world and our comedy business, and you know what I'm saying? I feel like it's my obligation to be what Tyler Perry is to Americans. I gotta be that to the Caribbean. We have a voice, we have a say, we are in this community, we are in this culture as well. We love the Kevin Harts, we love the Mike Epps, the Cat Williams, but we also want to be represented as well. And I think that's very important for us that either is first generation Caribbean people or of Caribbean descent. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people that was born here, but they got Caribbean parents and they can relate to it. You know what I'm saying? Because at one point in time, it wasn't cool to tell people you was Caribbean. You know what I'm saying? We was banana boats, we was coconuts, we was all of these crazy names. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it was. But why you laughing so hard?
Because I'm from Virginia. And when you said y'all banana boat, we used to call them dirty hair. Because they had long dreadlocks. And we didn't understand that. Like, I'm from Virginia. And
but
like,
you had dreadlocks.
yeah, I did, but the Jamaican, I like the hairstyle. But that was my cousin them that was ignorant to that. So they used to be like, yo, dirty hair, come here. That's what my cousins them real wild. They real.
Shout out to Afion Crockett too, man. Like Afion, he's watching the live right now, and he's a very talented dude. I respect his work.
Salute.
I respect his impressions, and aside from that, a lot of people don't know that Afion is of Caribbean culture too.
I never knew that. I saw him on Def Jam. He said he was from North Carolina.
Yeah, he is from North Carolina.
Yeah.
Or, I mean, if that's what you heard, that may be true. But he also has Caribbean blood. Yeah. We're not gonna say background, but blood. You know what I'm saying? Trinidadian representing the culture. And we the first time I met Afion was we was in Trinidad for Carnival. And we was all on the same float and everything like that, the same truck and everything, and we just connected. You know what I'm saying? And you know real people when you connect with them.
Yes,
there's so many people in this culture or in this mainstream society of entertainment that has Caribbean background, but they don't feel like it's necessary for them to mention that or to let that be known. You know what I'm saying? Like it's frowned upon in Hollywood or in the mainstream society, and I don't live by that code.
Yeah.
The same way there's people that have Latino background that y'all accept them, or people who have European background that you accept them, the same way we need to be accepted too. You understand what I'm saying? And even, let's not get it twisted. Dominican Republic is in the Caribbean. That's in the West Indies. Let's not get it twisted. Cuba is in the Caribbean. So if you love Cardi B, you gotta love us. You understand what I'm saying? If you love Nicki Minaj, you gotta love us. She's of Trinidadian descent. You understand what I'm saying? If you love Tyson Beckford, you gotta love us. He is Jamaican descent. You understand what I'm saying? Dule Hill from Psych. he is of Jamaican descent. Like I could go on and on and on about people that is of Caribbean descent that is kicking down doors and making that names for themselves within mainstream.
Yeah.
So I'm never going to be not proud of where I'm from or not proud of my culture because it's so many of us that's there.
You had the Where You From tour and everybody was always asking you, where you from?
And that wasn't even a planned thing either. You understand what I'm saying? But coming from the era that I'm coming from, the era that I'm from, let's take away American mainstream. Let's take away that whole industry. Within the Caribbean industry itself, there was so much segregation. There was so much you stay to yourself, you stay to yourself. Trinidadians mess with Trinidadians, Haitians is with Haitians, Jamaicans is with Jamaicans. It was so much of that within our own culture that I just felt like that's not important. I could go to any island and feel at home. You understand what I'm saying? I'm never gonna come out and say this island is better than that island. This island is better than that island. We are all of the same culture. You know what I'm saying? In Barbados, they make something, and there's a dish in Barbados and in Grenada that they call cuckoo. It's cornmeal. You know what I'm saying? It's a dish. In Jamaica, it's called ton cornmeal. It's the same thing. So why are we segregating ourselves? You understand what I'm saying? Why are we saying that, no, I'm not messing with this one, I'm not messing with that one? We need to unify ourselves first before American industry could see that. Because this is the reason why they do what they do. This is the reason why they pick us up and put us down when they want to. This is the reason why they could utilize us and say, you know what? Let's give him a record deal for 10 grand. But they're gonna give Chris Brown or somebody just coming into the business how much millions of dollars? Because they don't value us, because we don't value ourselves. So if we're not valuing us, who else is gonna value us? You understand what I'm saying? If you could be the nicest comedian in the world, if you selling yourself short, you could be ripping every stage, selling out every show, and I call you for a show and you say I want $500. When the same person, a different person who's doing the same exact thing you're doing, getting 20 grand for a show.
Yeah.
So if you saying you taking 500, I'm going with the 500. The nigga who don't value himself. You understand what I'm saying? The nigga who don't respect himself. The nigga who can't see his own value. Why would I value you? I'm not gonna come to you and say, bro, you know what? You said you want 500, but I'm gonna give you 3 grand because I think you're worth that. No, I'm taking the 500.
Thank God I got a manager now.
You understand what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, that's what it's about for me, man. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, man, like there's so many of us within this American, and I also want us to be able to unify ourselves because we need the help.
We do.
I'm not gonna sit here and say I was self-made and I don't need nobody to do this for me and I don't need nobody. Yes, we do. Each one of us needs somebody, bro. The same way I helped Fredo Davis is the same way I expect Fredo Davis to help somebody else. Help Smooth or whoever it is. You understand what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, we need to show them that we are unified. Yeah. The people who has made it in Hollywood that has Caribbean descent supposed to be calling me. They're supposed to be calling us Trabas and all of us. They're supposed to be calling us. Yo, listen, I see your work. I see your work ethic. I see that you're working hard, and I respect it. And I know where you're coming from because I am of that culture. So guess what? I got a part for you in this Netflix series, or I got a part for you in this documentary, or I got a part for you in this movie, or I got a comedy show that I want you to come and tear down. We're supposed to live like that. But before you cut me off, the mentality of people is that we don't want the other person to shine, and that's a terrible mentality to have.
But brother, you have created an app. I want you to tell the people today, because we've been bigging up your app since we've been doing the podcast. The Forest 360.com app, right?
Yes, 360. we launched the website first. forus360.com, right? We launched the website first because we wanted to have a substantial amount of black-owned businesses before we launched the app. Now, when we launched the website, we did our due diligence, and we looked around and we found out that they have other black-owned businesses directories. But when you go on it, let's say for example we here in the city of Atlanta, when you go on it and let's say I want to buy a shirt from a black-owned business, it's one store on that app. You understand what I'm saying? If I go over to the east side of Atlanta or the east side of Georgia and I go to Conyers and I want to go to a black-owned ice cream store, it's one store. Like, how is that lucrative to us? You understand what I'm saying? So we wanted to get a substantial amount of businesses so that we could have a great database and put that work in, so that if I am standing, for example, by Piedmont Park, and I want to support a black-owned business, you're gonna get a good amount, a substantial amount of businesses around you that you can support. Whether it's a restaurant, a sneaker store, a clothing store, a boutique, a hair salon, a beauty salon, a doctor, a lawyer, you know what I'm saying, a mechanic, whoever it is.
Yeah, the doctors is important.
You understand what I'm saying? We need that, because I tell people all the time, we are so busy fighting for equality when we're not even equal with ourselves. We don't even see ourselves and our peers as equals. So why would we want to be equal with a whole nother race? You understand what I'm saying? We got to fix us. We got to fix us before we try to say that we want to be equal with somebody else. When we looking for equality, the other races is building equity. And let me tell you something. You could go to any car dealership, any real estate agency. If you don't got no money, you cannot negotiate, brother. You could talk to you weak in the face. We could sit here and talk about buying this building all day long. If I don't got the money to buy it, what are we talking about? You're wasting my time. You ever been to a dealership and you look at a couple cars and the guy, after he show you 3 cars, he says, "Come back when you're ready."
Yeah.
That ever happened to you?
They done did that before.
Come back when you're ready? You never got one of those before? Well, let me tell you, it exists. And when somebody tell you come back when you're ready, that means that they think that you don't have any money.
Yeah.
They think that you're just window shopping. You understand what I'm saying? They think that you're wasting their time. You understand what I'm saying? So when somebody perceives you as that, what are we talking about? If I call you to do a comedy show for me and you say, you know what, I need $300 for this show. And I'm like, okay, well, when I get the $300, I'll call you. So what was we talking about this whole time then? Let me tell you something. One of the most expensive, most overlooked, priceless things in this world is time.
Yeah.
I could get back anything in this world. My house burned down, I could get another house. I could get other TVs, I could get cars, I could get clothes, I could even get a woman back if I work hard for it. You understand what I'm saying?
Justin Timberlake, out of
It's called
Out of Time.
Yeah.
I've been looking for that movie to watch it with my family because I really wanted to show them how if time was perceived like that, bro. The difference in your mentality and the way you would view things and look at things, bro, is ridiculous.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You wouldn't waste it.
You understand what I'm saying? You wouldn't waste it. You understand what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, like I said, we have to build equity for ourselves. Do you realize that black people spend over $1 trillion?
Yeah.
$1 trillion. I'm not talking about 1 million. I'm not talking about 1 billion. I'm talking about $1 trillion. I don't know who knows it in this room, but ain't nobody spending more money than a nigga that ain't got it.
Knowledge God, no.
You hear me? That's what it's about. So us that don't have the good credit, us that got an opportunity and can't make and gotta come up real quick, we spend that money like it's going out of style.
Yeah, like I know people who still spending they second stimulus check and they ain't even approved it yet.
You understand what I'm saying?
Like,
This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. I'm gonna put this money back when I get that check.
Well, I'm gonna get that Z28 when I get that second stimulus.
You understand what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, if we not valuing our dollar, if we're not valuing what we bring to this country and to society and to the world, if we not valuing that, it's the same thing I was just talking about. Who else is gonna value that?
True.
Brother, we are the people that other races, other cultures come into our communities all the time. And we are the ones who create successful businesses for them.
It's an honor and a pleasure to have you here because you, by far, have been our biggest guest. You know what I mean? That took time out to sit and politic with some young brothers and share the knowledge of all the things you got going on in your career. You know what I mean? And like, you know, I toured with you.
I mean, we also, got some other things coming up too.
A lot of big stuff.
I'm working on a movie that we're gonna be filming soon. Also, I have an agreement on the table right now with a TV network that wants to do some stuff, based out of New York, but it's national, you know what I'm saying, and we're gonna be dealing with that as well. So I mean, there's a lot of positive things happening. Like I said, 2020 has been a very challenging year, but you take those challenges and you make the best out of it, and like I said, it's all about resilience. It's about how you bounce back from the changes of life and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's just what it's all about, man. So we're working. You know what I'm saying? And I'm never gonna stop doing what I'm doing.
Hey, we pushing for you, we praying for you, and we wish the best for you. I'm right here with you, brother. I love all of that you got going on. You know what I mean? Time is valuable, and I appreciate you giving us the time today.
I appreciate you,
With that being said, that's my guest, my all-star guest for the Cognac Boyz podcast, Majah Hype. So give him a nice round of applause, show him love, give him his flowers while they can smell them, and give him some surreal.
Yeah. Also log on to my IG lives. You know what I'm saying? I started something called tribute to the greats, where I just acknowledge the people that has been the cornerstones and the people who represents us and you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like a lot of times we don't acknowledge the people who were hot, is hot,
paved the way.
You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I think that was really important musically, comedically, all of that. You know what I'm saying? So we just I haven't done it in about a week, but we're getting back to it.
For sure. You got a platform here. We're going to promote it.
Yeah.
Whatever it do, once you hit me, bro, I'm going to promote it. I'm going to help. I ain't got many as followers as you. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I'm working.
That's
I'm working.
All right, brother.
You hear me?
That's
and I'm consistent and I'm persistent, so they can't take it away from me. You hear me? You gave me a chance and I'm going to shine. You hear me?
I appreciate it.
Thank y'all for tuning in to the Cognac Boyz
Love and
podcast.
blessings to everybody who watched on my live as well, man. Enough respect and
Bless up
God
yourself.
bless to everybody. All right?
I'm comedian Fredo Davis.
No comedian Ron the Don.
And together we are the Cognac Boyz podcast.
Yeah.
And we talk the best ish in the city. So y'all stay tuned. Follow us on iTunes, Spotify, Tidal, YouTube, all that good stuff. Radio Public, man. I love what's going on in life right now. Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, man. We everywhere. You never there, but you gonna see us there because we supposed to be there. You hear me? Bless up yourself. In the words of Majah Hype, 4us360.com. Go sign up, log on, check it out, man. Bringing power back to the black dollar, man.